when life switch to sports mode. Hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode. Hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road.
Now, you mentioned D.C.
Yeah.
And what's popping off up there in D.C. You want to go into politics?
You know.
Yeah.
I can maneuver through it a little bit.
Well, what do you think about the war on immigration right now? Illegal immigration. Trash?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's ways to go about things.
What ways is that?
Actual vetting for one. Like actual tactful, strategic deportation is
how
preferred. You know?
I'm saying, I mean,
I don't know the ins and outs of the government, but I know pulling up to people's hearings and snatching them up and deportating them.
When you're dealing with someone that don't want to be caught, how would you go about doing that, though?
I mean, it's ways to do it. We've done it in the past.
Like
we've done it in the past. I mean, it's
you wait for them to break a law or something.
But if we're being realistic, waiting for them to break a law is really like a traffic citation. So if we're being honest, because you know, hate to go to the statistics, but they commit like 1% of the crime in the country. So it ain't like they out here
wilding out.
Yeah. You know, so waiting on them to commit a traffic stop or someone to actually have valid information to whether this person is here illegally versus it's a lot of profiling and stuff going on right now. Like it's American citizens that have been detained more than once by ICE, and now I think it's a guy in Alabama who just filed a class action lawsuit. So he got detained twice.
Do you think that mass deportation is something that needs to happen?
Mass? Nah. Not mass. Because mass just means what they're doing now. And there's a lot of profiling. And, like, again,
it's too sloppy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very sloppy. And, like I said, they're going to immigration hearings. And, you know, these people are actively doing this the right way.
Going through the process, yeah.
And y'all snatching them up and detaining them.
But what if you didn't come in the country the right way?
I mean, what way is that? Because I think a lot of people have that mixed up. I think a lot of people think, the people that are getting snatched up are like swimming rivers and jumping gates to get in the country.
Have you ever heard of the Darien Gap?
No, what's that?
That's like some of the most treacherous land that a lot of these immigrants have to traverse. To get here. And I mean, that's where a lot of the unalivings and things like that, a lot of the all what happened and those
trafficking and all that stuff
areas.
So, which I can understand that, but I think of the people that are coming in, that may be like less than 5%.
You remember those migrant caravans?
Yeah.
I mean, when you just had like just a whole mass of people.
I get that.
Just coming into the country.
I'm not even disputing that happened.
Right. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking the average American thinks that's how every illegal person comes in. That's my understanding of it. Because when you talk to people and you break down the nuance, like, do people come in that way? Absolutely. Other people come in because their students didn't get a visa renewed They were working.
100% true.
Right.
They were working.
It's a lot of people like that.
Yeah. They were traveling, got stuck. Like that's, I would say more than 70% of the people that come in that way. Some people come in because they were trafficked by Americans and by,
How does mass immigration help black people?
How does mass immigration help black people? Besides the obvious of making things cheaper for us, they improve labor. Like labor statistics as far as unemployment rates and all that stuff. They help wages go up in certain places. I just had one on the tip of my tongue. Taxes that they pay. Them paying the taxes 9 times out of 10 is us using some of the tax, us using some of the tax money that they put in.
So you think mass immigration helps with black unemployment?
I think so.
How?
With mass importation,
immigration.
Yeah, immigration. I think, and this may be, it may be some nuance to this too, but I think it has allowed us to search for better employment. In a lot of cases, like, I think what it is, black men make like 70 cents less to the dollar of what, white men make or something like that. But it has allowed us to get more educated, start businesses, and that type of thing, which I think leads to higher employment rates. I think it leads to us being more educated and getting better jobs.
Better jobs?
In some cases.
Oh, okay.
In some cases, not all cases.
Now, how do you identify politically, if you don't mind me asking?
So, while a lot of people would like to say they're independent, I think I would like to say I'm left-leaning independent.
Okay, yeah.
So, go ahead.
I'm an independent, but I have more conservative values.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
You believe in capital punishment?
Capital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Second Amendment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can run down it, but I lean a little bit more.
Got mine at
got to have it, man.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Got to have it.
Yeah. You identify as a Christian?
Yes.
Yeah. I tell you a hot question is out there right now. Can a Christian be a Democrat?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That was a question?
Yeah,
man, get out of here.
That's an actual. Yeah. Even if you look even if you look in the comment section.
Yeah.
I did not see that one.
People that identify as Christian on the right believe it's either a contradiction or say people be fake Christian. Like it's crazy.
That's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah. I did not know that. Okay.
I absolutely believe Christians can be Democrats.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you didn't vote for the Teflon Don that's up in there right now.
Of course not.
Yeah. What about Kamala's policies that you like?
That I liked?
Yeah.
Well, one, being an active person looking to buy a home, that $25,000 tax credit would have helped.
Oh, okay.
And that $10,000 tax on the back end of actually having a home would have helped. Her plan specifically for black men would have helped me, because me being a parent now with thoughts of actually getting into education and becoming a teacher would have helped me. Also probably would have helped me as a business owner. What else? Her putting her policy for the price gouging would have helped. Which I don't think it would have been an actual gouge. I think it would have been like, it would have had to match like inflation rates or something like that.
Okay.
So, you free to raise your prices how you want to, but like, if inflation is up and you raise them for inflation, when inflation come back down, like, you can't just keep your prices up. Like,
Gotta drop it.
That don't make sense. So, I think those were the ones that were, I think, important to me, me personally. As a man married to a woman, women's rights and all that stuff would have definitely been helpful and important, especially since I plan on expanding my family. But, in the times we in now, it's not necessarily viable to do that. So, that's why.
Now, people took issue with the way she worded that about the housing. You remember that? About the $25,000?
Yeah.
It was first generation buyers.
Okay.
Wasn't necessarily, for anything else. She was very specific about what she was saying. You know what I mean? Because she was more trying to help immigrants get their first home. And that's where a lot of people kind of, received that, what she was saying. Because that's exactly what she said.
First generation. I think it was. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But I think in our community, it's like less than 40% of, not less than 40%. I think it's like, I forget which way it flipped, but not a lot of us own homes.
That's true.
So it would have helped us anyway.
If we qualified for it. Because she was very specific in what she said.
Yeah.
Because, first time,
Yeah.
Versus first generation. You was very specific to say what you were saying, for her to say what she was saying. So that's why a lot of people took issue with that. You know what I mean? A lot of black people took issue with that.
I can understand that. I have to look into it a little more,
How do you identify ethnically? I'm going to assume black man, right? Okay. What is the collective black agenda? What do we want?
I don't think we have a collective black agenda.
You think we need one?
Part of me want to say yeah, because I can't articulate it the way I want to. I just think we need.
There you go, because that was going to be my next question. What would it be if we had one?
We need a foundation of what direction we want to go in.
Without a doubt.
We need the consistency, the discipline, and the support to go in that direction. So I would say yeah, but that's for lack of better terms that I can come up with right now.
Yeah.
What's a politician out there that you support on any level? That you think, another, two-part question, you know what I mean? That's doing good work for our group.
That's doing good work for our group.
Already, that's a shame.
Hard to find somebody.
Because I say that because I'm being, it's taking as long as I'm trying to be objective too.
Jasmine Crockett.
I like Jasmine.
What you like about Jasmine? No, let's just stay right there for a minute. What you like about Jasmine?
I like her fight.
For?
Just her pushback.
For?
Why you say for? I like her pushback against the misinformation that may come from the other side.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
So, like her, like, and it's, and because I haven't like looked more into them, just seeing that they push back against the stuff that's like blatantly wrong that's being said is why I like these people right now. But crazy enough, it's her, AOC, and Gavin. I like Pete Buttigieg too. Starting to like what's the lady name? I forget where she's from too, but she's one of the most vocal ones about the Epstein files. I forget her name.
Is it the Somali woman up there in Minnesota?
Not her. It's a white lady.
I can't think of her name.
I can't think of it either. I like Frost from Orlando because he was real vocal about alligator Alcatraz. I like Swalwell is okay. I think that's all I can think of. The ones, it's some folks in Texas, but I don't think they're federal like Congress folks. I think they're state Congress people. But
what benefits has any of the people that you name brought to our group?
That I would need to look into, but I know a lot of them typically vote on things like our healthcare stuff, keeping it funded
specifically for our group.
I mean, again, I think that would go back to
the agenda,
our agenda, or what we feel like collectively we can agree on that we need as a community.
Let me meet you halfway with something. The only break I give a lot of these politicians that's out there right now, is that you really can't do anything for us because there's nothing collectively that we're asking for other than reparations.
Yeah.
Do you believe that we'll ever get reparations? And is there anybody out there that you know of that's pushing reparations?
That's
not just for support and just for sound bites.
Yeah.
Somebody that's actually like putting together something.
That's one of their grievances. Not that I know that's actively pushing it, but I think at the same time we can't agree on who gets it, and
that's true. Yeah.
Well, that's part of the delineation movement. You heard about that one?
A little bit.
Yeah. you know, where now we are.
I think it's someone
FBAs and ADOS, depending on who you like. If you like Yvette Connell, you are ADOS. If you like FBA, you down with Tariq Nasheed and that crowd. You know what I mean?
I need to look into that.
So
it's something stupid.
That's that whole delineation movement.
Yeah.
Is basically saying that we are foundational Black Americans.
Right.
And we are separating ourselves from Caribbeans, people from the right. You know what I mean? So when it comes to reparations, you're speaking to us, not them.
This may be a crazy take, but I feel like all of that needs to be up under that umbrella of reparations for the simple fact of, while we actively need it, I feel like maybe not those of the diaspora, but the places deserve something, because pulling us from there,
something like Africa and other places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let me ask you
pulling us from there ultimately hurt them.
Let me ask you this, KG. Now, I asked this to, a couple of my kinfolks. I said, now, what if we do all this about reparations, which is silly, and it goes its route? What if they deep dive into each one of us and find out that 50% Americans are not descended of the actual slaves that was enslaved? You ain't getting reparations there.
Right.
You're not getting it just because you're Black.
For that, I would have did my ancestry. I would have did my ancestry, just not only for like that, because I think the joke I was telling people was like, when they go to hand them out, I want to make sure I could be in line.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see for myself like where my family came from, and all that good stuff.
Reparations is the only topic, collective thought amongst our group.
Black, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Which is sad.
Now, do you think you will see reparations in your lifetime?
Being optimistic.
No, be realistic.
Possibly. Being realistic, I don't know.
Yeah. What politician is advocating for reparations? What group?
One with a platform that I've come across off the top of my head, I don't know.
I can't think of a name. And
I'm pretty sure. I think most of them are in like.
But I think it's a sham. I was gonna help you out. Oh man, what's her name? Beautiful, tall. She bald headed.
I know you're talking about.
I can't think of her name right now.
She usually go on CNN a lot.
I think it's a sham though. I think it's just, this is something that she's pushing to gather support, you know what I mean, for people that's going to buy into that. You know what I mean?
It could be. I mean, right now, our political landscape, if you being truly objective, kind of got you side-eyeing everybody. Mm-hmm. If you're being objective and you being intellectually honest. In my mind, both definitely have faults.
What you talking about? Political groups?
Political groups.
Mm-hmm.
And the third parties have no organization, or the things that they're doing aren't really leading to what they're trying to. It's not, the things that they're doing aren't leading them to be taken seriously, because I don't forget the party that Stein is in, but like, y'all don't even have local officials, state officials, and you just pop out every time the presidency come up. It's other groups that have state and local officials in some states. But things like money is holding holding those parties back from being able to contend with the major two.
Yeah.
I think while the left has its issues and is on its way to being hijacked, the right has already been hijacked. Mm-hmm. That's my honest opinion. Well, go ahead.
What should black folks be focused on? What should be our agenda in
politics?
What should be our collective agenda? What should we be focused on? What's the most important thing in your?
My most important thing is history, education, and value, like moral values.
Are you talking about just education wise, as far as like in school, or just in general? Like what you just said, like in general. Reason I asked that because a lot about what me and Fox be trying to get at with, we believe the youth. We got to get with the youth. We got to educate them. We got to point them in the right direction. We got to be intentional. Yeah. And for us being so much trouble, we need to focus somewhere.
When I say education, I mean the math, the science, reading, writing, like financial literacy, technology, so I guess in general.
Yeah.
And I say that because right now, I think we talked about this a little bit last time. Right now, half of the country's adults read at or below a 6th grade reading level.
I can see that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a lady I found on TikTok. I don't know if she's a teacher or what, but she breaks down how you can identify this. Mm. So, she breaks down all right, in the 6th grade, this is what 6th graders reading wise are expected to know and do.
Yeah.
And then she literally just seen the one where she was like, all right, this is 6th grade, this is 7th grade. Half of the country can't do what 7th graders are supposed to do and beyond.
Damn.
Which is read text, be able to pull multiple sources out of that text.
Comprehension, okay.
Yeah, comprehend it, understand how the tone and attitude shifts from the beginning of the text to the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And all that stuff. So prime example for those watching, if you're engaging with somebody online in a debate and you pull up text and you be like, all right, hey, this text, most times people are talking about the entire article that try and pull up text. But if they go through the text and they find the one thing that contradicts the entire text, or they make it seem like it contradicts the entire text, they'll pull that one thing and use it as that.
Yeah, hyper-focus on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's having a 6th grade reading level.
Yeah.
Because the entire thing is supposed to be what supports it.
Yes.
Or just media literacy, people being able to juggle multiple perspectives. As adults, we shouldn't have to say, the sky is blue, and you'd be like, well, sometimes it could be red, sometimes it could be black.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to say that. We know that as adults.
Yeah.
Or
I don't mean all men. I don't mean all animals. Yeah, you shouldn't have to say that.
You should be able to infer and draw a conclusion and not take the text so literal.
Yeah.
I think I was watching something today and somebody said it was that video of Kevin Hart talking with Grant Cardone about the poor mentality.
Okay.
And he was saying, you know, like in the hood, being raised in the hood, you have people that, you know, they get their check. It's a check cashing place. Mm-hmm. They go cash their check. They get the money in hand. Mm-hmm. Right next to it is liquor store.
Damn
I want to go to the liquor store, give me something to drink. Mm-hmm. Or there's all these other cash ready places that you can go to, and they try and keep you from having a bank account and putting money to the side and getting interest or investing and things like that. And somebody in the comments was like, everybody don't spend their money on alcohol. It's like, that's not the point.
No.
The point was there are many places around them that only accept cash. Yeah. And when they have the cash in hand, that is the only thing that they can really buy because they don't have a bank account. They don't have a debit or credit card. They can't. So when people fixate on one thing, they're showing their lack of
education,
of literacy. So, you know, I think focusing on that with our kids, making sure they understand and know their history. Because we're in a place now where people don't understand why there's HBCUs, why is it a BET? People don't understand how the government works,
right?
How the branches coexist amongst each other. Where does the funding for this come from? Where you know all that stuff. I think us focusing on that and then making sure we have our values and stuff in line so that we're not being so easily susceptible to lashing out emotionally or you know, feeling like we gotta lean towards committing crime or all of that stuff to make a living. And I think that's just a lack of knowledge and exposure, not necessarily due to how some people like to believe is nature and genetics.
Yeah. So, right. Yeah.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education. How about let's fight for our reparations? How about let's teach our next generation? Big Bad Harold, Mr. Gray Fox. Let's give them motivation. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road.